What's going on, you guys? It's Hiram coming back at you again. Today's video is going to be a little bit different. I had told you guys in a previous video that I'm kind of getting interested in the whole real estate investing thing. And so my content is going to be geared a little more towards that here pretty soon. I still want to talk about self-reliance, but I'm going to talk about it more under the category of maybe real estate investing. With that being said, I actually want to share with you guys a project that I was working on over the weekend with my house. And this project is me painting the siding of my house because I'm getting it ready for a refinance. And so the appraiser needs to come and check it out. And actually, when the appraiser had come back in January, I had tried the refinance process since back then. This is again me trying to refinance a property because the first time didn't go through. I can make a video on that at another time. But the appraiser is going to be coming and reappraising my home. And one of the things that he had talked about that was not good on my house was the siding. So this time around, I want to make sure that everything's in tip-top shape and good to go so I can get the highest value for my home in this appraisal. So with that being said, let's get the video started. All right, so this is what I'm talking about, you guys. The siding here is light blue. The trim is like a maroonish red. And the previous homeowners actually left it like that because you can tell right away here. Hola, mi amor. Hi. You can tell right away here the siding and the trim on the front of the house is a more off-white with a dark gray, which looks really nice. You know, the trim goes all the way around over there. But on both sides of the house, actually, they left it as is. So I'm getting this house appraised again. I had gotten it appraised in January, and this was actually something that they docked off here, this little minor damage that you see on the siding, you know, kind of paint chipping and all that. And because it chipped, the rain hit it and kind of damaged it a little bit. So I'm going to go in, scrape a little bit of that paint off, and then just repair some stuff with caulking and then go ahead and paint it. Alright, so I'm done scraping and sanding the little edges. As you can see here, I started my way from the left to right, and I just kind of peeled the paint a little bit. You know, there was a lot of paint that was just not sticking to the siding anymore, and I didn't want to paint it over and then have that new paint not stick to the siding as well because it's just on top of the loose paint. So I'm not sure if I'm doing it right, but that's pretty much what it looks like right now. You can see that I peeled off a little more towards the middle here. That's just where I saw the most damage, the most damaged paint and everything. And then the wires kind of help over here on this side, and that's the way it looks over there. But yeah, so now that I'm done doing that, I want to prep everything for painting. And so I want to get all of the dust and dirt and grime out of the siding so again the new paint can stick. So I'm going to go ahead and pressure wash it a little bit. I've got a little mini pressure washer right there. And then just wash the whole siding and get everything off so it can be ready for paint. As you can see here, there is quite a bit of dirt hiding, you know, in those little corners and stuff. So that's what I'm aiming for. So like I said, I'm not a professional. Sometimes I feel like I just don't even know what I'm doing whatsoever. I tried washing it, right, so I can get a lot of the dirt and grime out of the siding so I can, you know, be ready to paint. But something that kept happening was there's a crack right over there, right under that board right there. And whenever I would shoot water at it, I guess the water would go inside that crack and then make a lot of dirt come out, or even pieces of siding. So I kind of stopped washing it, and I think I'm just gonna paint over it as is. I think I washed it enough to where it's mostly clean except for in that area, so I might just take a towel to it and maybe just clean it up. But I'm learning. I'm not a professional, and I haven't even done this once or twice. This is my first time doing something like this, so you live and you learn. I hope you guys are learning right along with me. So anyway, I'm just gonna take a quick break, let everything dry, and then we'll hit it with paint. All right. Okay guys, so I got myself a caulking gun and silicone caulking. This is what I'm using right here, and I'm just gonna start touching up all of the cracks that are in between the siding and the boards, and just any holes that I see, so that I can just kind of fill everything up, make sure every crack is sealed, and then I'm gonna go ahead and start painting. The caulking I'll be using for this, I'm not sponsored or anything, but it's Alex Fast Dry. I've never used caulking before in my life. I'm aware of like its consistency and all, but I think it's gonna be kind of funny to see me do all this for the first time ever in my life. So just check it out.
If that's the case, then it's just a way to develop some mental fitness that you may not have known that you have the ability to.
Yeah, that's powerful, man. I love that during the audiobook process, you're making me laugh pretty much the whole time while you're teaching me a lesson of a mistake you made.
Yeah.
And you're telling it in a funny way so that we don't do the same thing ourselves. And at the same point, you talk about the being liked and likable, the difference between being liked and likable.
And how much of it is for you as an individual and as a good person, and how much of it is influenced by the world that you're in.
Yeah, I love.
Okay, you guys, so I've got things caulked here. For the most part, all the cracks have been sealed up with caulking, the silicone caulking, and it took me a while. You see now that I've got shade all on this end now. Sun's kind of beating me, but when you're a father of 2 kids and you're a family guy, you gotta take care of that first and then get back to work. So moving pretty slowly, right? But I should still be able to get everything painted and then finished up before the sun goes down. So if anything, I'll just worry about the actual siding right now. We're gonna paint that like an off-white color, and then I'll paint the trim at another time. So let's go ahead and get started. Well guys, I think that is it for today. I painted the whole siding. Had to take a couple of trips to the Home Depot to get some stuff I needed last minute, and then got to spend time with the family. So it's about 7:30 right now, and I started I don't know, around 9 a.m 10 a.m and just finished now. So it takes quite a while. It's a little bit tedious. I had to learn how to use the caulking gun for the first time, and many of you guys, I'm sure, will tell me how to do it the right way, because I'm sure I messed up somehow, but it got the job done. There's you don't see any more cracks like there were. I don't know if you saw them earlier. Hopefully you got to see them, how big they were, but there were gaps on those 1x4s, and the caulking fixed it. So I also came to find out that there's a 1x4 board that runs all the way across from over there, that corner, all the way to that corner here on the bottom. And that's kind of why I think it's been rotting as well, is because there used to be a board there. I saw the nail holes. I saw caulking in a line, like horizontally, like where it used to be. And all the other houses around me, which are similar to mine, have it. And for some reason, mine doesn't. So I'm going to have to put one on, and that will be also extra protection. But the paint did a great job, and if the appraiser wants to come in as soon as possible, then at least I got this, right? I don't know what else to say other than this was my first time doing all this, and because it's my first time, I wasn't too hard on myself, but I was really trying hard not to get paint on the floor, because I don't have a liner or anything like that to cover the concrete with. Unfortunately, I still dropped a couple drops, but it's not too bad, not bad at all. What else? I also tried to stop myself from painting the brick right there on the very edge of the siding there. So I think I did a pretty good job there. I also tried not to paint some cable that was running along there, and I'm pretty satisfied with the work. It did take a while again, but guys, like, that's the thing. You sometimes keep yourself from doing things that you have to do and you got to get done because you don't know how to start. It's your first time doing it and you don't want to mess it up. You're a perfectionist, but really, dude, it just comes down to just doing it, and that's how you're gonna learn. You can try and read all the books about how to paint. You can try and learn from other people and they can show you, but it's not until you actually grab the paintbrush and start slapping that paint onto whatever you're trying to paint that you're gonna really learn how to do all this stuff. So anyway, that's just a little bit of a rant there for y'all, but thank you very much for watching. Stay tuned, because I'm gonna be doing a couple of other projects to this home for the appraisal that's coming up, and then I don't know, I'll probably share with you guys how much the home is worth at the end of all this. So thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you guys in the next video.